What's up, North County? I'm your host, Randy Doty, and today on the show we have Terrie Banish, Deputy City Manager with Atascadero.
You got that right.
I did, thank you. Gosh, in my head I was going like that.
Yes, it's a long title. And then there's promotions, outreach,
everything.
events that go with that.
We just put everything Atascadero. Terrie Banish, everything Atascadero.
Not everything, but that's,
awesome.
Okay.
Well, great. Well, thanks for coming in. You guys have a lot of stuff going on in there in Atascadero.
Yeah.
So tell me about, first tell me about how the last Beer Fest happened and how that play out. Was that pretty good?
Yeah, that was really good. So they had about 2,000 attendees.
Wow.
So that was amazing. And they had 55 breweries, 10 wineries, 10 distilleries. Like, it was a thing. And they grew attendance, and they had their big kickoff at Wildfields Brew House the Friday night, and that was well attended as well. So it's
oh, wow.
Yeah, they do a great job between Central Coast Brewers Consortium with Tony Grimes and Andres, who does Fuego events. It's just,
and the weather was great?
Weather was amazing. So
just hit it perfectly.
It was perfect. It's like, okay, that was meant to be like that, and it's a great weekend. Next year it'll be March 23rd of 2024. So we're getting ready for the next one.
So Terrie, you wear a lot of hats. But you're also...
I don't wear your hat, though.
Yeah, well, you should. Maybe you should. I mean, on the ranch, maybe.
Just kidding.
But, I mean, you wear a lot of hats and you do a lot of things.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you got your Saturday events, your concerts coming up.
Yeah.
You have your First Fridays that just happened. You got your Brew Fest, or Brew at the Zoo.
Brew at the Zoo,
You got your Citywide. I mean, you got so much stuff.
Sale.
Do you just lay at night and go, what can I do in Atascadero this weekend?
It's a team effort, right? We have different folks that we sponsor, too. So, like, Central Coast Craft Beer Festival is a city-sponsored event, and that's part of my job, is to bring in events from out of the area that, really have sustainability, and they can really, be something that we look forward to every year. So not just any event. So we do a lot of that. So like the citywide yard sale that's coming up this weekend, that is the Friends of Joy Playground, and all the proceeds for that benefit the Joy Playground. There's 90 sellers as of Monday, and they're still taking more sellers if folks are interested for the weekend. If they want to get out their yard sale stuff, it's $20 per household, and it's $40 if you're an organization or business. And so those proceeds is what goes to Joy Playground, that the Friends of Joy Playground, and it helps with maintenance and all those type of things that they have. So
now, how does that work? They go onto a map. They go on to
yes.
That's how.
So there's a digital map that is a part of Atascadero yard sale, or Atascadero Joy. Well, go to visitatascadero.com. We have the link right there under events, and you click on that. It goes to the digital map, and then that way you have all of that information there, and you can search it as you go on Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Oh, nice.
You can't go wrong. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, who knows what you're going to find. If you're looking for, office furniture, and there's a business that is a part of this, they're probably going to have things because they're renovating or whatever. It's a great opportunity to find some unique finds and whatnot. But you can also still play and sell too. If you want to do some spring cleaning, like between, tomorrow and Saturday,
get on the list.
Yes. So that's a city-sponsored event. So we help promote it, and then they, in turn, have our logo and promote Visit Atascadero and that sort of thing. So that's how that kind of works, that synergy.
So then the following weekend, we got...
Our Party for the Planet, Earth Day.
Yeah, so we have the Earth Day cleanup.
I have to remember, where am I at?
Yeah.
So April 22nd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Charles Paddock Zoo, we have Party for the Planet. And so we'll have a ton of exhibitors that have education about recycle, reuse, all of that will be there. We have, folks like solar ponics and waste management there talking about, how you recycle your trash and all that good stuff. We'll have a Atascadero Mutual Water Company and how you work on water conservation, what plants are the best plants to plant, because we know we've had all this rain, but that doesn't mean the summer is going to be probably the opposite, and having the right plants in your backyard is important. So they'll talk about that. Plus the zoo, honey, bees, all of that stuff. It's a great opportunity to bring kids out. It's a whole lot of fun, and
And then I also saw free pizza.
Yes, free pizza. Free pizza is for Earthshine. So Earthshine is doing a cleanup in the creek from 10 to noon in Sunken Gardens on Saturday, on Earth Day. And Charles Bourbeau, our council member, is providing free pizza. So that's
nice.
a part of that whole thing. So we got a lot of like Earth Day stuff going on Saturday, the 22nd. So
Very cool.
yeah, it's kind of all these different things.
And really the
Helping us create.
downtown area is just thriving.
Yes,
I
we
mean,
are.
there's just so much stuff. I mean, it was almost like they went through this like rebirthing,
Yeah.
period. And now this breath of new, fresh, air is getting
Yeah.
circulated.
Last 8 years I've been with the city. So mid-May I'm at 8 years. It's flown by. But all of the events and all of the marketing that we've done and all of the tourism efforts in promoting the city and really putting Atascadero on the map helps with economic development. At one point, when we had our Tamale Festival, we had the Zappis family was looking to build La Plaza across the street from Sunken Gardens. And when Mike Zappis saw all of what was coming in for one event with Tamale Festival, that's when he's like, yeah, we're going to build this. And so kind of it's how that economic development piece works. And it really has become something where now like every single location that is actually, empty, so to speak, is not going to be empty. There's somebody lined up for each of those different locations. And it's just an exciting time. And, Dead Oak Brewing unfortunately went out right now. Who knows? I think they're working on something different to come back. But we have Barley and Boar Brew House and Kitchenette, which is taking that location on Entrada, and they're going to open up early May. So that's something that we're excited about, and that's part of the North County Restaurant Group with Cielo Restaurante and Streetside Ale House, and some of we're really familiar with.
Wow, those guys are just.
They are.
I mean, they're blowing up.
They are. They really are, and they're doing a great job in everything that they're touching.
Oh yeah, that's
so
great.
We're excited, and just Barley and Boar, just looking at the work that's gone into the front of it, much less what's happening inside, is just incredible. They've really invested and made it look so. I can't wait.
So, I mean, for you, this is really your baby. I mean, you've been kind of, milking this for, since you started, and you saw the vision, and now it's starting to grow and it's starting to walk, and for you must be just going, wow, this,
it's incredible, and it's a team.
effort.
It's a team effort. Like I say, everybody at the city is working so hard, and from our events like Public Works, the police department, fire department, you have everybody is all hands on deck, and everybody's working hard to make all these things happen. And same on the tourism side. We have, growth in short-term rentals, and we have, the hoteliers are doing well. And so we're really working hard with all of it to make it continue. And I think it's like competing against yourself, right? So every year you're like, okay, what else can we do that's
better?
cool? And is there something out there that we can bring that people will be like, wow, that's awesome. So we're always looking at different things. And then the realisticness of that. We don't want to do something half-baked. We want to make sure that, we're doing everything possible to make it cool. So
yeah, because especially with your events that you do at the Sunken Gardens, out open, and people always love to be somewhere, and it's such a beautiful area. The Sunken Gardens. If it's so bizarre as how many people have never been to the Sunken Gardens.
Yeah.
Or where's the
it's kind of like the zoo. It's like okay,
exactly.
even
we were
residents.
just talking about that. But there's so many new people that's moved into this area that pretty much just stay on the 101 corridor from Paso to maybe San Luis or something like that, and they never get off the road.
Yeah.
But there's so many cool, like just down Entrada.
Yes.
There's so many cool little unique places that you'd almost have to do it just like a community walk around to just see everything there and be exposed to all these cool little shops.
Yeah.
So and that's why I like having you on, because it's like, oh, I didn't know about that. And I always forget about Entrada.
Yeah.
Because it's that one-way street. It's off the side, and back when I was growing up, there was nothing down there.
Right.
So now it is.
Now there's a lot down there, and it's funny. I remember way back before working for the city, because being in sales and stuff, I'd always go down the one street and be like, okay, how do I get off this street to go over that street type of thing? But it's pretty cool. And we're going to be doing in 2024, we have our downtown infrastructure enhancement project, which is El Camino Real. So we're going to take El Camino Real and kind of make it smaller and make it one lane on each side, and the middle part you can park, so there's like 200 parking spaces. And this is in between Traffic Way and Morrow Road. So that's
really?
corridor right there.
Okay.
So even more so, it'll pull it down to, a one way on each side and make it more of a downtown center. So
cool.
It's going to be a painful process, especially for me too, because with events and things
all the old timers are going to hate it at the beginning.
It's always like that. And then when it happens, you're like, wow, I'm so glad they did that. So it'll be that
needed.
kind of a thing. But
there's nowhere to, in order to park, to go something downtown, you have to, end up down by the junior high or, past it.
Yeah.
So I think that it's probably needed.
It'll be really cool.
Very
and
cool.
I'm looking for it. And then with events, it'll even be more spectacular because we have an opportunity to use that whole area and, kind of close off those roads too, which is great because people can easily go around, and they do. But that's future. I don't want to freak everybody out right now.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
Awesome. So what about, so you have April 29th.
Yes.
You also have another event. So you have three big events. You got this weekend, you got the citywide yard sale.
Yes.
Following week, you have the Earth Day.
Yes.
And then the following week, what do we got going on?
Brew at the Zoo. So
Brew at the Zoo.
We own beer in Atascadero, so we definitely want to be highlighting our breweries. We have basically like 15, 16 folks right now signing up for pouring, and from ciders to distilled spirits to craft beer and wine. We have covered the gamut with a lot of different variety, and I think folks will be really happy with, coming out. And it's only $40, and it's online right now. We do that for a reason. You do pay a service fee because at the gate it's $50. So we try and keep the online a little cheaper than at the gate, including that service fee, because everyone's real particular about that. But yeah, it's all the beer you can drink and cider and all of that. Yeah, in 3 hours.
In 3 hours, you have a cap.
Yeah, make sure you have a designated driver. $15 for those tickets, but you get a commemorative glass, and it's a lot of fun to see the animals. All of the proceeds go to the Friends of Charles Paddock Zoo, and the Friends help with all the financing that goes into the Charles Paddock Zoo outside of the city. Of course, the city spends a ton of money to keep that zoo going every year. But the Charles Paddock Zoo Friends also help with, kind of the maintenance and all the different things that we need too. So it's kind of a combination effort, if you will. But all the proceeds definitely benefit the zoo.
That's awesome. We were just talking about that's one of the last few like city zoos.
Yeah.
Really, in the state. It might be broader than that, but they don't have those anymore.
Yeah, no, I know. And when you think about it, it's it costs, and I don't have all the particular exact financials, but let's say $1 million basically to run the zoo, and proceeds during the year from ticket sales and whatever is $600,000 or $500,000. So we're paying another $500,000 to operate that zoo. So it is important that folks support their zoo. It's a nationally accredited zoo. The Association of Zoos and Aquariums, they accredit basically a zoo if they are meeting all their expectations on conservation and maintenance and education, all of these things that go into that program, as well as keeping animals from becoming extinct. So we have radiated tortoises, and those radiated tortoises are going extinct, and so this keeps them basically in the population. And then we'll have, like, for example, Santa Barbara Zoo is accredited. They'll reach out to us, and they'll have a male or a female or whatever, and then that kind of keeps that particular animal going, and it's a big deal, and it's like nationwide. There's 233 accredited zoos out of 4,000 zoos.
Wow.
So, and it keeps that standard a lot higher, and that's awesome. It's pretty cool. So, and your Charles Paddock Zoo in Atascadero is an accredited zoo, and that's out of that 233. So, and it keeps the things like Tiger King from happening and that kind of thing. It's very specific. So you got to think of these things because that's when you look at the other zoos. We have to do quite a bit to be accredited, and we've been so for 30 years. So that's pretty incredible.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's April 29th.
April 29th. So April 29th, Brew at the Zoo. There's over 15 craft brewers, distillers, wine, cider, everything that you need or want. There's a good variety. We have a handful of food trucks that'll be there for purchase. Commemorative wine glass. We'll be selling T-shirts. So all of the proceeds will go to benefit the animals. So definitely come out, dress up like a party animal, if you will. however party animal you want to look like, but there's a costume contest, dance contest, hula hoop contest. We have garden party. We have Dante Martian, the vibe setter. So even with music, we have something for everyone. We have Medina Light Show Designs, where he'll come in and do this whole fun thing around, the DJ and mixing and that kind of stuff. So it'll all be happening all together. And yeah, we're excited about it. It's a fun time. It's our 9th annual. So we've been doing this quite a bit. And even during the pandemic, we did the virtual brew at the zoo, which was super fun and had a lot of activity there.
Cool. Well, Terrie, so how does somebody find all about your events? Where do they go?
They go to visitatascadero.com and click on events, and there you'll see all of the things we're doing, from farmers market to our First Fridays to the different events coming up, like what we've talked about for both the zoo and the city. Everything is right there.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Very, very cool. Terrie, thank you so much.
You.
Always a joy to have you in and talking everything Atascadero.
Yes, thank you so much.
Awesome. Well, there you have it, guys. I want to thank Terrie Banish with the City of Atascadero for coming in and telling us all about what's happening there. Guys, they're booming. You guys got to get out there. They got 3 big events. City Yard Sale coming up this weekend, Earth Day the following weekend, and the last weekend of April, you got the Brew at the Zoo, so you don't want to miss these things, guys. Thanks again, and we can't do this without our sponsors, and we'd like to thank them. We've got Story Termite and Pest Control, El Red Rooster Tacos Truck, Pastor Robles Furniture, Amy and Jamie's Place, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Rancho Sestero Meat Cutting, Visit Atascadero, 805 Customs, Escalar Wines, Pacific 805 Spas, Airflow Filter Services, and Kennedy Club Fitness, guys. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.